All I've ever wanted is a greenhouse to call my own. And now I have it. All right, let me slip my fist into something comfortable. It is complete, or at least 99% complete. I'm not 100% done with this because I ran out of screws when I was putting on the batten. So I haven't quite finished up everything, and I'll talk about that in a second. But really, this will be the last part in the build series, even though I'm not 100% done, because I'm essentially done. And then after this going forward, it will just be update videos. And of course, whatever crazy stuff I'm doing inside the greenhouse will get their own videos. Oh, and it just started to rain. So this is perfect timing. And I got done with this. I literally just finished that last 99% or something, that last 1%. But we need to hurry up and do this video before I get rained on. So of course, now I have a greenhouse to go to. So this was the last part of the build, getting the plastic on, and it was pretty straightforward. I need to cut away some extra plastic here. All right, so as I mentioned in a previous video, I just took batten and pulled the plastic up over the top, down through behind the frame, stuck it up to the underside of the frame, and used batten to get it into place. Then after that, I, on my lonesome self, took my little feathery hands, pulled the plastic down, all the way down in front, and attached some batten. So I ended up buying more batten, more strips. So I did end up doing the double batten. So you can see that there's one piece of batten on the inside that I pulled the plastic down over and tucked it underneath and put the next piece of batten on. I ended up doing that for the sides as well. Just because I bought extra batten, I went ahead and invested the money, so I said, what the heck, might as well do this right, you know? So I pulled the plastic as tight as I could. It's not perfect in all places. This was really difficult to do a 24, 25 foot length, and the total length of the plastic was almost 40 feet, because I did the sides as well. But it was pretty straightforward. Again, it was attached to the top, pulled it down, attached it here. Then what I did was I pulled the plastic as tight as I could across the door frame, tucked it around the back. And you can see I used some batten to hold it in place, and I just sort of tucked the extra. I haven't cut anything, all this extra pieces off yet. So I pulled it all over there. I attached it at the bottom, again with that double batten. And then I did just a single batten all along outside the door frame, all the entire perimeter of the door. Cut the plastic, removed it, and originally I was going to do a batten here on the outside and basically just slice it where the two battens meet, but then of course I wouldn't be able to open the door because the hinge wouldn't be, if I had batten right here, it wouldn't be able to open with that batten in the way. So I changed, and I'm currently still working on the doors, so that's part of that 1% I haven't finished yet. So I've just put an extra piece of plastic that I cut off the front here, and I put it on the door. And I've attached a couple pieces of batten at the top and bottom. I'm going to do the whole frame here, but I ran out of screws. So that's big part of the reason why I can't do anything more, aside from the rain that is now falling. And I haven't even done that on the door down there. I haven't even cut out the door on the other side, but I'll show you. So the other 1% of stuff I haven't done is down here. So I pulled the plastic. And it's particularly loose where the door is because I pushed in the plastic as I did the batten around the door. I did the same thing on the other side. So I pushed it in so it would be tight here and here and here, all around the door, because I'm just going to end up cutting this plastic out anyway. So what's important is to get it as taut as possible between the hoops and the frame. And it wasn't great. So I can understand why people tend to plastic the sides, the short ends, separate from the long end, because it was very difficult to wrap the plastic around, hold it tight, and get it to look even kind of nice. And of course it's wrinkly, it's not too, it's tight enough, but it's not perfect. But I don't know, it will serve my purposes. It's the best I could do by myself with lack of experience. So overall, not a bad situation. I obviously need to finish the doors once I get more screws to attach the batten. But aside from that, we're in good shape. Ooh, It's noticeably warm in here. It's fantastic. And I got to clean up in here. And I did end up ordering some landscaping fabric, some geotextile to put down on the floor. I decided to just do the floor like that. I was going to use wood chips, but I know I have a gigantic pile of wood chips, but I don't know if that'll be enough for all the mulching I need to do around my berry bushes and trees. I won't know that until my trees get here, and I haven't dug them up yet. So I don't want to use the wood chips unless I have to. So I'm going to start by just putting down some fabric, see how that works. And yeah. And then I'm going to move some stuff out here and get growing. So that's really all there is to this video. If you have any questions, make sure you ask down below. Again, this is the 5th and final part in the build series because, I mean, it's effectively built except for that remaining 1%. The 1%. But yeah, I can't wait. I'm going to be doing lots of videos, hopefully throughout the winter in here. So stay tuned. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And I'd love to hear your thoughts and comments in the comment section down below, an appropriate place for comments. And wow, it is raining like crazy, but we are safe and dry in our greenhouse.